Matt, you've referred to last week for men's basketball as the most challenging three-game stretch that this team has played since you've been here as head coach. Talk more about that, about what the Pirates faced in those three games and how we came through it.
Yeah, I mean, in my experience here at Whitworth, we've never navigated a stretch in conference play quite that tough. You'll see a stretch of opponents like that in March, as you enter the NCAA tournament, and maybe occasionally through a string of non-conference games, but never that close together in 5 days. And I was just really proud of the way our guys handled the adversity of that and the challenge of that. Obviously, battle of wits on Tuesdays are always, great fare, and they've been classic games here of late. And not only does that take a great effort in its own right, but it also puts you a little bit behind the eight ball moving into that Friday, Saturday weekend. And when you have opponents as good as George Fox and Linfield are playing right now, it was just a very, very big challenge for us.
When you're in the midst of a weekend like that, and you can see that your guys out on the floor, the legs aren't quite there. They're fatigued. They're tired after participating in a stretch like that. How do you adjust your coaching? What are you doing to just help get them through a stretch like that?
Well, I think the foundation starts in their work ethic and preparing for the season and the preseason. I didn't notice as much fatigue as I thought you could see in a stretch like that. I thought our guys handled that part of it very well. Obviously, you try to utilize your bench as much as possible and dial back a little bit of what you're doing practice-wise during the week. And I thought all of those things combined allowed us to have the success that we did.
This week we've got two schools from Tacoma coming over, Puget Sound and Pacific Lutheran. Both of them right in the middle of the hunt for the conference tournament. What do we know about these guys?
Well, UPS is more of an experienced team with their personnel, but a new coaching staff and a new system to learn, going from last year's very unique brand that the Loggers were playing to a more traditional sense this year, but still scoring the ball at a really high rate, averaging 85 points a game. Jimmy Warr is one of the best offensive players in the conference, and so they've adapted very well offensively and defensively to that change. PLU is in year two under Coach Murray, and I think you can see the growth in their program from year one to year two. Just as you make that turn as a coach with a new program, you expect to see some significant growth just from the standpoint of familiarity and understanding your style of play and what you're trying to get accomplished out on the floor. So both teams are a little bit newer in their development, but playing good basketball right now, and as you said, right in the mix for the playoffs.